Hello everybody, this is Old Soldier. Today we are going to take a look at modern LBE, or a modern take on old school web gear. Now, when I say that, for some of you who don't know what web gear or LCE or LBE is, web gear or load bearing gear, load bearing equipment, LBE, or load carrying equipment, LCE, is what soldiers wore right up probably from the time up until probably the start of the global war on terror. They were still wearing them, and they've eventually now pretty much everybody that you see is wearing plate carriers. Well, what all this is a harness where the soldier carries supplies, equipment, and tools such as extra magazines, ammunition, water, extra gear, bandages, flashlights, compasses, etc., etc. So I had a couple sets of LBE when I was in. I had my set that was issued, and when I was in the 82nd, I had another set of web gear that I had bought, that I had set up for inspection, and for those of you who have served in the military, for a guard mount. And you wanted to look you wanted to look good for guard mount, so you could get supernumerary, or AKA the man, so you didn't actually have to go out and pull guard duty, and then you also usually got a 3-day pass, or sometimes a 4-day pass. Anyway, I had a couple sets. This is not the set. I have never wore this set when I was in the military. Okay, and the set that I did have that was all custom tailored to my body and set up right, I ended up giving to a friend. It's a long story, but he had lost his, and I squared him away with mine. But, you know, I'm kind of a gearhead, and I like to collect stuff, and, you know, emergencies happen. Sometimes good things happen to bad people, and so I bought another set. All right, I put together another set from components that I bought. And this is kind of the modern take. Now, when I say this is a modern take on web gear, some people will say this is like making the most modern horsewhip or buggy whip. Well, maybe, maybe not, but I still think it serves its purpose. Now, what is this missing that plate carriers have? Well, plate carriers, they have the ability to stop bullets, and that is huge, don't get me wrong. But like I said, there is a time and a place for carrying web gear. Let's get into it. First up are the ammo pouches. These are Eagle Industry ammo pouches, so yes, they're an aftermarket. The GI magazine carriers look very similar, but they do carry 3 magazines only. This will carry 5 M16 M4 magazines, plus is also capable of carrying G3 M14 FN FAL, and I believe also it's a tight squeeze, but you can also fit AK mags in here, so it gives you some options if you're not just using it in an AR pattern or M4 style rifle. Also, I should point out the government issue magazine holders or ammo pouches have frag carriers on each side, or holders for fragmentation grenades. You know, surprise, surprise, I'm not carrying a whole lot of frag grenades these days. It does have one pouch, and in this pouch I do keep a Kaminga, I think I'm pronouncing that right, GI, Lensatic, compass. And as always, there's a lot of ways to carry them, but I just keep this one attached to web gear, so if I need it, I have it. These are great. I'm not even sure if Eagle Industries makes them anymore. You can find them aftermarket, you can find them on eBay sometimes. They are just darn handy, and I like them. One thing that I've done that's absolutely the same as the web gear that I carried in the military was the ammo pouches. I do have them dummy corded off with 550 cord. As most people who have served in the military has known, these Alice clips, they can work their way loose, and you don't want to lose your ammo pouch. So it's dummy corded off with 550 cord, otherwise known as parachute cord, parachute suspension line. Next up, saw pouches. These pouches were designed to hold the 200-round drum for the squad automatic weapon, or saw. Right now, I'm not spending a whole lot of time as a saw gunner, so I use them as general cargo pouches. It can be used for whatever. I'm a big fan of keeping a small pair of binoculars. These are a pair of cheapos. They've worked well for me. I've carried these in my web gear for several times. They don't weigh much. They're inexpensive in case they get broke, and there are some times it's handy to have a small pair of binos when you're on the move to take a look out, see what's going on. I also keep a headlamp in here. I was just playing around with this the other day. This one does not have a red light function, and I need to change that. But this is just a nondescript one I just threw in here to have. When I was in the military, headlamps really weren't even a thing. But having some sort of life, in my day, it was mini mag light. But this, for what it is not bad. I just need to do something about the red light readable function to save my night vision in case I'm working at night. And I also, hey, everybody's in the military knows the value. You go to the field, you have some parachute suspension line or 550 cord for 1,000,001 tasks. Saw pouch. And once again, I have those on each side, so there's two. I've replaced the canteen pouches with a Nalgene bottle holder made by Tactical Assault Gear. I love this thing. I'm a big fan of Nalgene bottles. These are great. Cold weather, the mouth is larger, so if it freezes, you can still crack it and get to drink. The large mouth is also very nice for a number. You can pour stuff in here, and it's clear, so you can see what's inside, so you don't have a science project going on inside it. Also, the releases are snap tight, and anybody who has been in the military, who has been, if you're in the Army or RUC or in the Marines, a hike, knows what a pain in the butt it is when you're putting your canteen in your canteen pouches, getting those two push to strap shut. This is to shut on your canteen covers. These are nice and simple. One thing, when I had originally bought this, I was hoping that it would be enough room in it to put a camp cup, a steel camp cup, to put in the Nalgene, over the Nalgene bottle, very similar to a canteen cup. Didn't happen. A little bit too snug. Maybe some other people have done it, but I just can't do it to get it in and out of there easily. Maybe I need to pre-brace that, but if I have to carry one, I'll stuff it in my butt pack, or hey, even one of the saw pouches. But really like these things. Tactical Assault Gear, I've had good luck with the company. They are still in business. Once again, I'm in a non-fiduciary relationship with them. I'm not getting any money from them for saying this, but I don't have a lot of stuff, but the stuff that I have bought from them has worked really well. The attachment straps are simply Velcro. If I was still jumping, or if I was doing stuff around aircraft or a lot of water, I would tie these off with 550 cord. For what I do, this is just fine. And honestly, once I get some time, I probably will at some point, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Do as I say, not as I do. The obligatory big knife on the web gear. On this particular set, I have a Cold Steel Recon Tanto. Cold Steel makes excellent knives in my opinion. As you can tell, this has seen very little use. The times I've used it, it works great. Keeps a good edge. Could use it for prying. Nice thick, very comfortable grip. In the old days, I carried my Almar Sear 6 that I have previously had on the channel. That is a custom knife. This is a mass-produced knife. As the price of the Almar have skyrocketed, I've retired that to the gun safe and have this on. Keep this in my equipment room. But budget price, not a custom price, and they work very well. I love Cold Steel stuff. Legendary toughness. So my big knife choice in this case is Cold Steel Recon Tanto. Butt packs. There is a time and a place for butt packs. Now, Tactical Gear has came a long, long way since my day. And on my old LCE that I had, this is better than anything that I ever had or ever dreamed of. Secure. There's all kinds of pouches on it. This is made by Eagle Industries. I bought this off of eBay. Has all kinds of little pouches for extra ammunition. If you're still in the military, pop flare gears, or pop flares, smoke, fast stack buckles, little zipper pouches, and nice big main compartment. Hey, good for rain jacket or maybe an MRE meal. handy little items to have. I like it. This was not that expensive. I can't remember what I paid. I've had this, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years. But it was very affordable. I don't think these are manufactured anymore. Unfortunately, when Eagle Industries went offshore, a lot of their items that they used to manufacture are no longer available. But this is an excellent piece of kit. I wish I would have had something like it when I was still in the military. Just a quick aside, in the other pouch, on the other ammo pouch, I just carry a standard old GI pressure bandage. There are a lot better things out here, but I had this. It's better than nothing. The Israeli bandage is much better, but hey, any pressure bandage is not a knot, and I had that in inventory. The pistol belt that I have is just one that I ran across. It was cheap. It's an aftermarket. It has snap to close fasteners. It'll work just fine. Web gear, the pistol belt, this needs to be worn loosely on your body. And I can keep both hands, put both my arms inside my web belt when it's closed in front of my body. You don't want these things constricting your movement or tight around your body. When I was in, I had many of a platoon leader, when my LBE was unbuckled, tell me to get my pistol belt buckled. Finally, the easiest, absolutely easiest solution is to just extend your pistol belt out as far as it will go and then buckle it, and you'll be just fine. And everybody was happy. But, you know, being I'm not in the military, it's not a concern, but the pistol belt that you do have in your web gear, in my opinion, and the opinion of most, if not all, people who have used them, loose on the body. Some of you may have noticed that I have several different colors. The gear does not match. I have green, brown, and black on the various pieces of equipment. I could care less. If I need to camouflage it, I'll camouflage it. I can spray paint it. I can do any number of things. More likely than not, the non-matching covers will help break up my pattern. Some people ask, hey, where do you put your pistol? I do not like, on this particular, I do not like to put pistols on the pistol belt. When I was carrying either my assault vest, which I've shown in a different episode, or web gear, if I carried a pistol, I carried it one of these. Now, this is a new one. I carried the 1911. They both also make them for the M9. I don't know about the new SIG service pistol. This one is a brand new. I have not used it very much. I had an old government issue tanker's pistol for the 1911 A1. It was beat to crap, and I just picked up this new one, and I gave the old one to a buddy. I can say they work great. They carried the pistol very securely, carried it up on your upper body. And one thing, if you dumped your gear, you still had your, or if you, I shouldn't say dumped your gear, but if you took your gear off and were doing something, you still had your sidearm around you. One thing, it is not a quick draw holster. And folks, that is my take on modernizing and improving web gear to make it more useful and more comfortable. Some people will say, like, I have made a new, improved, modernized buggy whip. So be it. But that's my opinion. This is Old Soldier out.